All right, hi everyone. Welcome here today to my video and my YouTube channel. This is Nathan. Thanks for taking a look. Thanks for joining me. Beautiful, beautiful sunny day to look at this very nice Kia Rondo. Gonna do a complete presentation, talk about, walk around, inside, outside, review and presentation of this very nice Kia Rondo. It's a 2009, it's a 6-cylinder EX V6. I really like this car. I've never worked with one. I've worked with other Kia Hyundai cars, but this is a first for me, and it's small-ish, but it packs a big punch. It has a lot of features and functions. It drives very much like a car. It's really roomy and spacious inside. Outside color name is called Java, as it looks. It's kind of a grayish brownish color. It's in really nice shape. 141,000 miles. Everything works. Has a factory powered sunroof right there. Factory black leather with heated seats. Just a nice car that I think would be a great car for a first-time driver. A great car for anybody that needs something in this price range. Look how nice and clear the headlights are. Has fog lights down below. This bug guard, I do believe, has probably been on here since it was new, because it's an original Kia branded Rondo bug shield, but it gives it a little sporty look. It runs and drives excellent. I'm going to tell you about some recent service here in a moment. Everything works. Air conditioning works great. It has 2 complete sets of keys, and it's really roomy. You know, believe it or not, I'm going to show you here. There's a 3rd row seat in the back, and it's just quite impressive how much room there is inside. Best part, one of the best things I'm going to show you on the inside, it has a brand new Kenwood touchscreen, brand new, just installed, radio touchscreen. Here's the camera for it right here over the license plate. It's a beautiful camera. It does a better job than factory camera. And it has all of the current technology with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and Bluetooth audio and all of that. Also, if you have a bike rack or anything like that, it actually has a little baby tow hitch right there. So if you have a bike rack or an extra carry-all rack or something, you can plug it into that tow hitch or a small trailer. So recent service, it just was checked out and serviced. The front tires, these Toyo Extensa all-season tires, were just installed on the front, so they're brand new. An alignment was performed, a fresh oil change. The rear tires have 8/32 tread. They are a different brand, but not a big deal, as this is front-wheel drive. These are Cooper Evolution Tours. These were installed, I'm going to tell you here in the history just in a moment, but these have 8/32 tread. The brakes have 80% remaining in the front and 60% remaining in the rear. At 128,000 miles, so that would be what, do that math, sorry, 13,000 miles ago, in April of 21. So more than a couple years ago, but only 13,000 miles ago, it had the complete timing belt water pump service done with the component kit, along with a coolant flush, a transmission fluid flush, a complete tune-up, and a new plenum gasket. Also, the 2 tires that are now on the rear were installed at that time. So those tires accurately have 13,000 miles on them. The 2 front tires are brand new. And it also had new front brakes at the time of that service that I just mentioned, which is why they have about 80% remaining right now. The same owner has had this car since 2016, when it had 91,000 miles up until current. So long-term ownership. It's been garage kept, hasn't been smoked in, hasn't had any kids in it, and hasn't had any pets in it. So it's very clean and tidy. It's very nice. It's really a manageable size, you know, for anybody, but especially for a young driver. And it's very safe. I hope you're enjoying the content here and what I do and my passion for it. I am very passionate about cars, and ones that I like and ones that I feel good about. And if you like what I'm doing and what we're talking about here, please subscribe to my channel. Leave me any comments that you like. I always like to learn from what my viewers would like to see. But young driver, traction control, front wheel drive. It's got airbags all the way front to back. So it's a nice size. It's not some small tin can. You know, I think that's very very important for the young driver, or for anybody. Let's look at these wheels up close. There's the brand new tires in the front. You can see how nice and smooth those brake rotors are on the front. Here's this wheel in real nice overall shape. At this point, I'm looking for anything I want to point out to you that I consider a cosmetic flaw while we look at these wheels. There's the Cooper tires more up close, and this wheel, you can see that rotor there. There is a couple real small bubbles of some rust here that haven't even broken through the paint. You know, this is at the point, in my opinion, in my professional opinion, keeping it clean, keeping the salt off it in the wintertime, you know, that should stay small for quite some time. Got a little scratch here on the bumper, nothing terrible. And those same bubbles do not appear on this side. However, there is a really hardly noticeable, but right there you can see where my finger is, there's like a crease line dent right there on this is called the dog leg of a car, because it's real skinny like a dog's leg. Really small, I mean, there you go, it's there, but real small. I guess there is one little dot of a bubble right there at the back of the quarter panel right here, but again, really hardly noticeable. There's this wheel. Brake. The sides are really clean. The sides are really clean. The paint's really nice. There's a little scratch on the front. There's that wheel and that brake. There's a little scratch right here on this front bumper. I do believe this front bumper has been repainted at some point in this car's past, because there is some flaking of the paint right here by the grill and right around this license plate. It's not terrible. Obviously still looks real good if you don't look too up close, and you know, after all, it is a 2009, right? Let's continue on the inside, and then I will show you under the hood. Sorry, I had to scratch my cheek. I think I've said everything on the outside and everything about the history that I wanted to say. I don't remember if I already said, but it does have all of the original floor mats, and it has 2 complete sets of keys, has the owner's manuals in the glove box. Yeah, these are these are nice mats. They say Rondo on them. They snap in to keep it safe from sliding forward, and they're in good shape for its age. The leather, I think, is in very good shape for its age. There's the side airbag on the seat, and then there's side airbags in the A pillar, which is the pillar here by the windshield, the B pillar, which is the pillar between the 2 front doors, and the C pillar, and even the D pillar on this car. There's airbags right there and right there. So all the way down the sides. There's the factory sunroof. I think the seat's really nice. The bolster, great shape. There's no color wear. I mean, there's a little bit of checking, and I call this checking, like lines here in the leather from use, but it's not ripped or torn. The console, this is actually vinyl. This is in good shape. A couple cup holders, power outlet. Also, this seat isn't power, but for a young driver or a short driver, it's got your regular adjustments, but then this is a lift. This will lift up and go down, make the seat go up and down. So that's kind of nice. Up in here. There's an upper to this, and then there's a lower. There's another outlet in there, right there. There is a factory aux and USB input, but that doesn't work anymore because of this nice new radio I'm about to show you. Here's the factory heated seats. They both work. I've tried them. Air conditioning works fantastic. It's nice and cold. It works great. Again, it smells nice in here. Not a smoker, nothing weird. And here is our very nice brand new $800 for this system. It's a Kenwood. It's touchscreen. It's been wired so that the factory steering wheel controls still work. You can see there the volume going up as I click it on the steering wheel. So the steering wheel controls still work like they should. It's just a nice screen, and it's got everything you could want and more. Radio, Bluetooth, USB, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, USB mirroring, and then there's a cable in the glove box over here to plug your phone in. USB cable right there. It's nice and long. You can plug your phone in and have your Apple CarPlay, hopefully, if you have an Apple phone. And then watch how nice this backup camera is. This is better. I'm telling you what, this backup camera, look how clear that image is. Look at how you can see the gravel on the blacktop here. Look at, and it's got parking lines moving right now. But that image is better than, and I know this from experience, some European cars that cost a lot more money than this. This is really, really nice. I mean, you can see the detail of the buildings and the trees. I mean, this camera is spot on, and with where it's mounted, it's a wonderful position when cars are behind you to be able to see. So I really, really like this camera. You put it in park and it goes away. You can click somewhere in here to see it while you're moving too if you want, but nobody needs to do that. Digital clock, simple up top. Dashboard is in great shape. Nothing negative there. Factory rearview mirror with the compass and outside temperature display. That's a little off because we've been sitting still for some time. Here's the microphone that ties into this system for your Bluetooth phone and all that sort of thing. But the temperature does work correctly. It's just high because we're sitting still. Here's the exact mileage, 141,204. Hasn't had any lights on, but you can see here this TPMS light, it comes on in yellow. This is actually not the indicator to say that the tire is low. There is the typical symbol that comes up if a tire is low. I believe this is just an early tire pressure monitoring system. That's what TPMS stands for. As soon as, when you're sitting still for a period of time like this, this will come on. As soon as you drive and it can read the pressures, it goes off. So it seems to be working just fine to me. The other indicator that would actually tell you that a tire is low does not ever come on, but this will come on if the car sits idle for a long period of time. And then as soon as you start to go within about 200 feet, this light will go off. But anyway, so there's that 141,204 miles. Down here in the computer, it shows you your range, your distance to empty, trip computers, and estimated time and average speed and miles per gallon. I think that says 20 average miles per gallon. Probably not far off. The factory rating on this is, I believe, I had it here in my notes. Let me consult. I think it was 26 on the freeway. Yeah, 18 in the city and 26 on the freeway. So the average of 20 is probably reasonably correct. Again, key and remote, and then there are two of these. So another key and another remote, two sets of keys. There's the headlights and the fog lights. Here's the traction control to turn it off. It's really an easy out too. It's just like you just step in and sit down, and then you step out and get out. I really like this car. I think this would be a great car for an older person because of the lateral in and out. But nonetheless, door panel, great shape. I like this perforated material, seems to be holding up well. Power windows, power locks, power mirrors, all of that. Nice and clean and tidy. Let's continue here to the back. Huge back doors. Look at the size of this back door. It's almost like a S-Class Mercedes. Huge, huge. And I like these built-in circles for the door pockets, for bottles and things. Backs of the seats are in great shape. The floor mat back here goes the full length of the floor, so it covers the whole floor. Very, very nice. A little bit of cottonwood from a tree has blown in. This second row seat, you can see the bar here. You can actually slide these forward and back if you need for someone to get into the third row seat. The leather back here, very nice. Again, I wanted to show, there's the side airbag, and side airbag back here. These seats, you can pop this up, right? And then it has this flat tray here. And then you can fold this down. And if you take the headrest off, this will go completely flat. I showed this in the photos. You can see the spots to store the headrest right there. I'm not going to do that right this moment on this video, but you can see how that would work. And then let's go back here and pop up the third row seat. There's an electronic button right here to open the tailgate, right above the camera. So this rubber mat that's back here is not from a Kia. TSX is an Acura brand. This is back here. It does a nice job to protect this back here, but it doesn't fit perfectly. But, you know, it's here, so it's here. So we slide this out real quick. set it to the side. Underneath here, jack, tools, all of that nicely placed like it should be in the styrofoam container. The third row seat, you pull and they pop up. Really, really easy. And pull and pop up. Now, obviously when that's up, you have limited room, but for such a, what kind of looks to be a smaller car on the outside, look how spacious this thing is on the inside. And while we're back here, look how nice the headliner is. It's really clean, really nice. And this third row seat is not a terrible size, especially if the second row seat passengers could slide up just a little bit. There'd be even a little bit more room in here. So, yeah, there it is from this side. Actually has 3-point seat belts, you know, to buckle in back here, so very safe. There's a power outlet over there on the side for the people back here. There's cup holders back here for these people, and there's even a tiny, tiny baby-sized floor mat back there to protect that carpet. But look how clean and nice this is. Like I said, the female driver that had this did not have any children, did not have any pets, did not smoke or do anything like that. Yeah, when you pop this back up, you do have to flip up those seat belts like so. Nope. Like that, push down, easy, easy, and it's back to normal. So, and then to fold these, you pull the strap and let it fall. Super easy. And the back of these is nice and hard. I mean, it's a true flat load floor. Once you fold those seats down to be completely flat with those headrests off, this is a huge amount of space to haul things. Here's the, sorry, the sun's kind of bright. Here's the tailgate. Good shape. All right, gonna close that. Same thing over here. This seat to get into the third row has this lever on the side, makes it really easy to slide forward. As you can see, if the seat was up, then someone can right through here and get in the third row seat. That side doesn't have that same lever, so I think the design is to come in from over here. But this seat will still slide forward and back the same way and fold flat the same way as the other. But there you go. So that leather, great shape. Super, super nice. This is a hard back on the back of this seat, which would be good for kids wanting to kick it. Look how nice that net is. Nothing ever been in there. Or if you fold that seat down, hard plastic to protect it. Huge back doors. Huge. I mean, look at the opening. I mean, and again, you just walk up, step in, and sit down. And there's a lot of headroom too. I'm 6 feet, a little bit more than 6 feet tall, and I've got you know, 4 or 5 inches back here before the ceiling. I don't know if you can see my head right there, but anyway. Lastly, this seat, very nice as well. There's the final floor mat. These front ones say the Rondo on them. All of the owner's manuals are here. That USB cord right there. This door panel's in great shape. Oh, you know, I remembered when I was over here and I showed the sunroof, I forgot to operate the sunroof. So, oh, there we go. Push the button hard enough. There's that. Open, close. And this one will vent the sunroof like that, and then close it again. It's one touch. There we go. One touch open. I don't know if it's one. Oh, it is one touch close. Look at that. All right, so there's that. All right, let's take a look under the hood, and I think that'll be pretty much it for this walk around presentation. Another thing about this particular car, I forgot to say this in the beginning, I kind of forgot, but I think the reason its paint and its body and having minimal rust bubbles as we saw This has this decal, probably from when it was new. It says TEF Seal Certified. This is one of those companies, kind of like you might recognize the name Z-Bart, doing some type of a, you know, a sealant, a coating, a rust-proofing service, probably when it was new, and it probably has helped keep it. Ooh, that's hot. It's probably helped keep it nice for such a long period of time. So here we are. So quiet, runs great. Interstate battery, cranks right up. Battery tested good in the inspection. Healthy battery. Serpentine belt's in great shape. Really nice and tidy under here. Everything's here. All the caps, all the covers, like it should be. Bottom side of the hood is nice and clean. I'm going to stand here for maybe 10 or 15 seconds, let you listen to it at idle, and then I'll rev it up a little bit. All right, let me go inside here and we'll give it a little acceleration here. Also, it didn't mention this in the service, but a while ago, but nonetheless it was done. These front struts, you can see the shiny bolts here sticking up. The front struts were replaced. It's been some time, but they ride nice, they're quiet, and all is well. So there it is. Let's close this down. I'll give you another look around the outside. The hood prop rod snaps into that clip right there. Kind of a backwards engineering, but it works. And hood is shut. Just a neat little car. I think it's a great car for anybody. I think it'd be a great car for a first-time driver. Like I said, I appreciate you watching all the way through. If you've made it this far, hopefully I've taught you something about a Rondo that you wouldn't otherwise know. I like to hear about what people gain from watching my videos. Thanks again for watching, and subscribe if you like what you see here. Sure, there'll be more to come. Listen how quiet it is. You can't even hear it running. All right, and also I will be making a separate video here of me driving it here right now after I take a short break. So take a look for the driving video. It'll be on my channel right next to this video of the walk around of this, and we'll go take it for a drive, and it runs and drives absolutely perfectly. So thanks again for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye.